Hi everybody. I've had a couple of questions about quilting and about if I want to make a baby size quilt or if I want to make a throw blanket, I can do that. But what if I want to make a larger one, like a king size or a queen size? What do I need to do? Do I need longer boards? Do I need more accessories? What do I need to do that? So in this video, I wanted to address a couple of things that you need to consider before you actually get the fabric and get everything set up, because whenever you make a quilt, you do need to think it out, draw it out, and make sure you know what you're going to do and how you want it to look. But in the preparation for that, this video will help you maybe understand a few things that you do need to consider. One of the things to consider when you're setting up a quilt is the space that you have available. So the size of your room that you're going to quilt in needs to be as big as the quilt that you want to make. So the boards that I have set up here this is a 7-foot side and this is the 8-foot side. So I have 7-foot boards here and 8-foot boards there. The space I have available right here is roughly a 10-foot by 12-foot working space. The room is bigger, but the space I have available is a 10 by 12 area, and that is with room to walk around on all sides. That's one thing you want to consider. Then that will determine, the space you have available will determine the size boards that you want to put up. The frame that I have set up right here is a queen size flat sheet, and there is some overlap on here, this side, and there's overlap on the other side. The top side over here has probably a good maybe 15 inches. This side right here I've got pinned right to the edge. Now you're not going to maybe not want to make a quilt that is the exact size of a queen size flat sheet, but this at least gives you an idea of the space that it takes and where you need to pin it. One other point to keep in mind is that when you get your fabric and you're putting it on your frames, remember to allow to have plenty of room for the board to extend beyond the fabric. Another thing to consider too is that in the process of quilting, you always start from one end and work to the other end. It is okay if you're tying a quilt to start any place and just jump right in and have helpers help you tie a quilt. When you're quilting, you start at one end and you progress to the other end. So you could start even in this corner on this side and work your way over onto this side over here and do this whole section before you roll the quilt under and then move up gradually to the other end. Experience has shown that when you begin at this end and then you jump in later at that side and work your way in this way, or you jump in on this side and you work your way in this way, this section in here will be not the same tension underneath and on top. You may end up with little bubbles and puckers underneath the fabric. So as a rule of thumb, always start at one side and work your way to the other side. Okay, at this point I wanted to take a second and show you what the 7-foot boards would do if you wanted to make a queen size blanket. This is a queen size bed, and the overhang on either side is about a foot. And so if you wanted to make a queen size blanket, then allowing for the foot on either side, 84 inches, 7 feet would be enough for you to make a queen size blanket. However, you would need to have at least 8-foot or 8.5-foot boards to be able to make that work when you set it up. So this is just an idea of what it would really look like if you wanted to make a queen size blanket or quilt. Okay, that's it for this video. If you found it helpful or if you have any other questions, please put it in the comments and let me know. I'll try to get back to you and answer the questions as quick as I can. Thank you for watching.